Hello guys, this is Kudo, and today in this video I will show you how you can download asset bundle from a server. So let's get into it. So last time in the other video I show you how you can create an asset bundle, and now let's see how we can download this asset bundle when we put it in the server, and how we can download it and instantiate it in our scene. So in this video, I will show you the simple way. I will make another video on a more complex way to do it with some advanced code. So choose whatever you want, but let's get into it. So what we need to do, we need to create a script. So let's create another script. Okay, so let's create C# script, and let's call this one, so download asset bundles simplify way, not war. Okay, and let's open it in Visual Studio. Okay, so what we need to do, so we don't need the update function. I will keep the start function to be able to call my function I will create. So let's make so a private, so I will need a enumerator, and let's name this function, so download asset bundle from server. Okay, and okay, like this. So what I need to do, I need to add some library. So I will add I will don't need this library. I will need to add so using Unity engine. Unity engine dot networking, because we'll able to download some asset from internet. Okay, and basically that's it. And in the enumerator, what we want to do, so we need to create a game object. So game object, name it game object go, and let's initialize it at null. And what we want to do, so we will need to have a string. So the string will be our URL, and this URL right now, let's let him empty, because I will put the URL of the asset bundle where to download it. And next thing we need to want to do is to be able to download the asset bundle to retrieve it in Unity. So I will using parentheses Unity web request. So Unity web request, Unity web request. So www equals, so Unity web request asset bundle. So Unity web request asset bundle. And what we want to do is to get an asset bundle from where? So in our URL. Okay, like this. And what we want to check, so we will wait until the request is sent. So we'll say www.send web request, and as soon as the send request is finished, we will check. So if www.result will be equal to Unity, so Unity web request, and it will connecting error, or if www.result equal to Unity protocol error. Okay, so we'll check the two cases. What we want to do, we just want to make a debug.log warning. Let's make it error on the get request, so request at to do that. So, and let's add our URL, and let's add what is the error. So plus and www dot error, like this, and we can see what our error is. So I forget an equal here. Okay, so if this happening, we will debug this. Else, what we want to do, something very easy, we just want to create asset bundles. So asset bundles will create bundles, will be equal to, and we'll download, bundles will be equal to download asset bundle, download handler asset bundle. Where is handler asset bundles? And what we want is to get content, and we want to get the content from our request. So www. Okay. So now we add the bundle. So what we want to do, we want to transform this bundle into a game object. So what we need to do, so game object, our game object will be equal to bundle dot load assets, this one, and it will ask for a string name. So this one very easy. So bundle dot get all asset name, and I want the first one, so 0. And because Go is a game object, I need to cast it as game object. Last thing we need to do, so we need to make bundle dot unload to say it's the object is already unload. We make it false. We can save this. And last thing we need to do, we just need to make a yield return, and just wait for end of frame. So new wait end of frame. And guys, that's it for the unloading of the bundle asset. This is very simple code, but I will add last thing. As soon as we finish everything, what we want to do, we can just make a www.dispose. So basically this function just allows us to not being used, and like this you can kind of optimize some stuff. So like this, and we make a dispose. We can save this, and now because we just download our asset bundles, and our asset bundles is now into a game object, what we want to do, we want to instantiate our game object. So this one will be very easy. What I will need to do is create a private void. So let's call this one instantiate game object from asset bundles. Asset bundles. It will take in parameter a game object go. And what I want to do, something very easy. So I will make game object. So I will call it instance game object will be equal to instantiate of our game object. To make sure this will not spawn anywhere, so I will say instance game object dot transform dot position will be equal to vector3 dot 0. So I will call this function inside our enumerator. So here, what I want to do, like this, and I want to call this function with geo, like this. And to make sure we don't have any error, maybe the asset is not downloaded right and we try to instantiate, what I want to do, I want to check if GameObject is different than null. So different than null, okay. If GameObject is different than null, we execute this. Else, we want to, so else, what we want to do is just debug.log, sorry, debug.log, even log warning, your asset bundle game object is null. Okay, so two more things to do. So in the start function, we'll start a coroutine and we'll call our download asset bundle here, like this. And last thing we need to do is to our put a string URL. So basically, this string URL will depend on how can I say that, different from a user from another. So for me, because I don't have any server, I don't have anything, I will use a Google Drive. Feel free to use mine. I will put the link in the description. But basically here you should put something my server. I don't know, my server slash my prefab or my asset bundle slash my game object. So basically this will be the path my game object. So basically here it should be the path of where you store your asset bundles. So if you want to try with Google Drive, let me show you how it's done. So as you can see here, I already drag and drop some asset bundles. So remember in the last video, I show you where to store the asset bundle. So let me show you right now. So here I got the project, my YouTube project, and here I got the asset bundle. And remember, I just create my first asset bundle prefab. So basically, what I need to do, I just take this one and I will just drag and drop it into my drive like this. This will import my first asset bundle prefab. Second thing I need to do, so I will need to get a link. And right now, what I need to do is just, instead of limited, I need to put all the user. So I will need to copy the link, open the link here. As you can see here, we'll be able to download our asset bundle. So I will pause the video because as you can see here, the URL is not the same when you download it and when you view it. So I will make sure to make a pause to be you will be able to see what is happening. But when I will click on download with Google, this will redirect me to another link, and this is the link I'm interested of. So be careful, it will be very quick, but don't worry, I will make a pause and you will see. So I think you see what I mean. So again, if I again download it here, I was able to copy it. So now let's head back to Unity. And what I'm interested of is to paste our link. So let me paste it. And as you can see here, we got the fully URL with the download option. So now we can save this, and we just need to head back to Unity, and you will see our cube spawning. So make sure to create an empty game object. So and add some our script. So download asset bundle simplify way. Let's save our scene. So maybe we can rename this game object download asset bundles, asset bundle manager, like this. we can save this, and now if we hit play, you will see it will be able to retrieve our cube. And voila. So I was able to I was able to download an asset bundle from our server, so my drive, and I was able to spawn it. So this is a simple way to do it. In the other video, I will show you how you can handle different type of asset bundle, because this time I was able to use a GameObject. But what if I want to open an audio source? Maybe I want to open a picture, a sprite, or something else. I will show you different example on the next video. So I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon, I guess. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. So if content equal to like or user learned something equal to true, user should thumb up plus subscribe. Else, user should dislike but help me to improve. Thank you, and I catch you guys next time.